The transfer window is slammed shut and we're back to Champions League action. Mesut Ozil is set in lovely. Danny Welbeck's injured. It's exactly how you thought it would have gone. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the Man United Save. I am Coach Leftfoot. It's a pleasure to have you with me. Today we are playing PSG, but before we do that, I wanted to give you a quick overview of the stats. So our most consistent performances have been, David De Gea has played 37 games this season already, and we're only in February. Behind him, Paul Pogba has actually played 35, with 3 of them coming as subs. Chris Smalling, Matic, Bailly, you can get an idea of who have been the most consistent people in the team at the moment. Goals wise, Lukaku leads the way with 21 this season. Martial's just behind with 19. I'm sure that would have been higher than Lukaku's if he hadn't have got that really nasty injury. Rashford's up there with 15, Dolberg with 14, Pogba, Herrera and Matic follow up with 7, and then you've got everybody else. Assist wise, Paul Pogba is up there with 14. He's been amazing this season, really good. Lindelof in that right wing back role has been superb, followed by Juan Mata and Lukaku on 6. Martial and Herrera behind them on 5. So we are spreading out the assists, as you can see, quite a lot. Obviously, Paul Pogba is up there towards the top. As are the last 5 games is not what I really wanted to show you. But Mesut Ozil has got 8.7 for his last 5 games. In 3 games he's played for United, he's got 2 assists with an average rating of 8.85. He has been absolutely incredible. Totally worth the money I paid. Now valued at 51. We've technically got him for 24 until it increases after appearances and stuff. Really good signing. I honestly didn't think he'd be as good as he's been. It's been really, really good. That was a very brief overview of stats and stuff that we've seen. If you wanted to go back and pause it and see other things, like have a quick look at goal scorers and assists and things like that, feel free to do that and then come back. And what I will say is, if you're enjoying the video and you're enjoying this series, why not leave a like? It'll be really good to get as many likes on this video as possible and get it out to the wider FM community, which would be awesome. If we have a look at the schedule, we were last together for, well, the AFC Wimbledon game. We won 2-0. We also did the Huddersfield 3-1 win in there as well as deadline day ended, and then the whole Mesut Ozil thing came to light. We then beat Southampton 3-0, which is really good. Lukaku getting a hat-trick. Mesut Ozil came on as a sub, I think, in that game. Newcastle was really good. Mesut Ozil got an assist. Matic scored. Herrera got a goal in the 93rd minute to give us the win, which was really good. And then we beat, well, we didn't beat. We absolutely pummeled West Brom 4-0. An unbelievable performance. Mesut Ozil getting an assist in that one as well. Herrera getting a goal, Rashford getting 2, and Chris Smalling on the score sheet as well. And we've just beaten Derby 2-0 in the FA Cup. Ibrahimovic on the 21st minute, Herrera on the 91st. But again, we played a slightly different team. We did do I think we did the wing-back formation in that one, playing Mitchell and Darmian as wing-backs, I think. Gomez came in, didn't do brilliantly. Zlatan scored, but missed the penalty as well. Herrera got a goal. Indy Boonen had his worst performance for the senior team this season, but he is only a youngster, so we'll let him off. And we're here for the first game against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League. So, yeah, it's going alright. Other than Danny Welbeck picking up an injury, which is very, very annoying. It's a recurring injury he's got up his... I mean, look at these. He's got recurring injuries on his thigh, his knee. At the moment, he's out with a twisted ankle, which it says he picked up playing for Arsenal under-23s. Now, I think that's wrong, because he actually has played 2 games for us, I think 3 games for us, getting an assist in one of them. So, yeah, not too sure about that. And it's caused a bit of an uproar in the comments as well that I've signed him. But, oh well, what can you do? He is back. He's only on loan, so we'll have to see what happens. But we're going to go in and face PSG. And this is how we're going to line up, actually. We're going to do a 5-2-1-2. So it's like a 3 at the back with wing-backs. But I think with the wing-backs, when they're up here, they play so high. I know they're not actually potentially at that height, but... So I'm going to leave them as a 5 at the back because I want to defend and be ready against like Neymar and Cavani and all those sorts of players. Draxler. Bloody hell, they've got a good team. But I want us to keep a back 5 and be solid. I am still having look for overlap, so Lindelof and Blind should be encouraged to get forward. In front of them, we're going to play Matic and Pogba, which is standard midfield. Ozil sits in that advanced playmaker role in attacking midfield. Lukaku and Rashford, who, when I've played this formation before, they've scored goals and assisted each other quite well in that formation, so hopefully that will stick up. If it all goes wrong, we can just go back to our normal formation. We are also learning a much more high-intensity, attacking, pressuring 4-3-1-2. If we need to get a goal, we can go to that formation as well. But for now, we're going to start with the 5 at the back and see how we get on. There's also been a news report that we're interested in signing Alexis Sanchez. So I'm not too sure how that came about. I declared him as my top target. Yeah, Arsene Wenger said he's not prepared to answer that question. So we'll see what happens. A lot of rumours are hinting at your possible interest. It's a big deal, sure. We'll be determined to make it happen. He's the sort of player you can't turn down if there's a chance of signing him, is what I said. Anyway, we will carry on with this and we'll be there for the team introduction screens of the Champions League game. Catch you guys in a bit. So, Marcos Rojo comes in at centre-back with these 3 centre-backs, Smalling and Bailly. The others are the teams we've gone through. Areola, Marquinhos, Thiago Silva, Dani Alves, Kurzawa. Up front, Cavani. Left, Neymar. On the right, Di Maria. No sign of Draxler, which is pretty good for me. Mbappe's on the bench, so is Draxler, so is Pastore, and so is Lucas Moura. That's a ridiculously strong team Paris Saint-Germain have got. Let's crack into the game. Going through the team talk, we're going to passionately say, what do I want to passionately say? We're away, so let's go with, we're favourites. We've been on a good run lately. Go out there and impress me and everybody is what I'd like to say, rather than just say me. I don't really need to impress me. I have faith in you. Get out there and make a difference. He can do the auto stuff. Let's go then. Paris Saint-Germain. What a big game. The toughest draw we could have got in the Champions League knockouts. And we are underway at the Parc des Princes as Pogba straight away makes a very good interception. We're looking for Lukaku early on. Ozil picks it up and nothing will come of that kickoff highlight. But Blind is here. Slightly more in field than I'd want him. But Ozil to Pogba. Blind's made a good run. Back to Ozil. Ozil on the overlap to the right. He does use Lindelof. Back to Pogba. Pogba to Ozil. Ozil on edge. Pogba shoots and it's gone in the back of the net. Pogba with a wonderful finish. Ozil getting another assist. Great little possession and playing football there. Good little triangles as Ozil. We're playing with a lovely, lovely pink ball, I must say. Lindelof back to Pogba. Pogba into Ozil, back to Pogba, and I think it was his left foot. It was, first time, and the goalkeeper's got absolutely no chance of that. 2 minutes in, and we are 1-0 up against PSG, away from home. Getting that away goal, brilliant start, an absolutely brilliant start. We have a corner, Mesut Ozil swings it in, looking for Smalling, it's bouncing around. We couldn't put it in, and now we've got to be wary of this counter-attack. That is a crucial tackle, because PSG had loads of players coming forward, as Lindelof, I think it was, that made the tackle and then got fouled and keeping us in possession. We are playing quite well at the moment. I would like to see some of the bit more of the stats, but so possession-wise, we're not really keeping it. We are having more shots than PSG. We've just got to really hope it's going. Let's close down Thomas Meunier. That's not a problem at all. They're looking, I was going to say they're looking a bit more tired than us, but it's pretty even. Their players at the back are looking a little bit tired. I mean, Dani Alves might have taken a knock being down to 68%. Neymar looking tired. Thiago Silva and Kurzawa also looking a little bit. But it's dangerous free kick here. Verratti to the edge there. Neymar's in loads of space. Shoots. Puts it over the bar. De Gea had it covered. No worries at all. And this is going very well. Daley Blind's picked up a yellow card so he can ease off his tackles. He's actually not playing very well. I might replace him with Matteo Darmian at half-time because a 6.4 is not a good rating. Lukaku not playing well either. But at half-time, away in France, we are 1-0 up. Look at that end that we've got. All those fans we've bought. Very good support joining us from Manchester. So I think what we're going to say, that things are going well. I'm happy, yeah. I'm happy with the performance. I can't really say anything else because I am happy with it. We'll keep an eye on Daley Blind. We'll leave it as it is at the moment. We'll keep an eye on Daley Blind and Lukaku and go from there. As they're still just playing this standard, bog standard, like 4-3-3, 4-1, 2-2-1, whatever you want to call it. Not really changing things up, PSG here, as Cavani's having a bit of a poor game. They really are looking at Neymar to get them back into this, and they need Neymar to take this game by the scruff of the neck. And we need to just keep on working. Matic flicks on, Rashford's in. He's on the side, I think. He's celebrating it. It is. He's on side. We are 2-0 up. Ozil with a free kick, little dink in. Here we see it here, as we zoom in, Ozil with a dink on, no matter Matic wins the header, Rashford times it perfectly. As that poacher, he can do that, and that is a really good start. And Lukaku, again, not playing very well. We could drop an extra man in midfield and try and keep the ball. In fact, I think we're going to give it to 20 minutes, and then that's what we're going to do. And they've brought on Kylian Mbappe, who's here on the wing. Dani Alves into Di Maria, into Rabiot. Rabiot to Cavani. Holds it up well. Finds Neymar. Shoots off the bar. Back to De Gea, who just hoofs it clear. And I think we are going to make that change now. And hopefully this won't make us too defensive and throw it away. But Lukaku is going to sit... Well, he's not going to sit in there. We're going to bring Ander Herrera on for Lukaku. We'll use him as a box-to-box so we can get up and down and try and support the more forward players. But with that, I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and retain... We'll go a bit shorter passing, and we're going to try and retain the possession. I'm actually going to go defensive as well. I think... Do I want to sit? I want to sit balanced. I don't want to sit too narrow. I'm going to leave... I mean, the tempo can come down as well. That's what we're going to do. All those changes. Just so... I want us to just keep the ball now. Shorter passing. Retain the possession. Keep the ball. Don't worry about too much about moving too far forward. We may be able to get the fullbacks off, look for the overlap as well, just to make sure they hold their positions and we keep the ball. Ideally, we should probably come off fluid and go to structured, but I'm not too sure how the players would react to that because we haven't played that very much at all. As the time is very much ticking down. 15 minutes to go, and we could be coming away from Paris with a very, very good 2-0 win at the moment. Daley Blind's going to come off and be replaced by Matteo Darmian. We are now going to take off, look for the overlap. And I'm wondering if there's 70%, 78%. All the centre-backs are doing pretty well. Lindelof's looking a little bit tired. Haven't really got anyone to replace him, though. We could do Matic. Matic is on a 7. No, we'll go... Leave it like that for a little bit longer. And then we'll give it until about 5 minutes to go. And we'll possibly bring on Andre Gomez for Matic. Because he's on a yellow card. And he's looking a bit tired. So I think that's what we're going to do right now. I should have just done it then, I think. Anyway, Andre Gomez on for Matic. I think if we swap those two over, that's what they prefer. It doesn't really matter. We're not going to change Pogba, how he's playing. We'll leave him where he is because he's having an outstanding game. But this is a very good performance away in Paris. A 2-0 win. We've just got to keep it tight at the back when we play them in Manchester. And it's been a very good game. And we're going to follow this up with a Carling Cup final in the next episode. As it's headed away, there goes the final whistle. A great performance as Benfica are losing to Barcelona as Dembele gets a goal. That is a great 2-0 win. Very happy with that. Passionately, I'm very happy with the result. Absolutely outstanding. Lukaku, 0 overall chances. Not too fussed about that. But a really, really good performance. I mean, we played them on the counter perfectly by the looks of things. They had loads more shots, loads more possession. But we came on with a 2-0 win. And you cannot argue with the scoreline. Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to send the assistant to that again. Dynamics-wise, someone was quite interested to see if anything had changed with how many strikers we'd brought in. It hasn't. It hasn't changed, to be honest. Not much has happened. If we look at us, we've still got 4 players that support us. 21 players don't have an opinion. But no one is against us anymore now that we've sold Fellaini. He was the real troublemaker, I would say, in this. Things I'm looking for next season, I'm going to not renew Zlatan Ibrahimovic's contract. Basically, what I want to do is I want him to retire so I can get him as a coach, but he's not ready to retire yet. There's a few others as well that I'm not 100% sure of if they'll be in the squad next year. Possibly selling Ander Herrera for big money to sell. I think it's PSG that are interested in him. Yeah, we could possibly sell him for really big money to PSG and just spend that money a bit more wisely when we've got centre midfielders at the club in quite good numbers, to be honest, at the moment, especially since I brought in Andre Gomez, and I am looking to bring in Leon Goretzka as well from Schalke on a free transfer at the end of his contract because he's really good and he's only 23. He's very similar to Ander Herrera. I've checked all the stats. He's a very, very similar player and stats-wise to Ander Herrera, but he's a lot younger, so that could be a good person to bring in. Let me know if there's any positions you think we should strengthen in. If we look at the team report, it's not very helpful. But, I mean, possibly another left back. That could possibly be another position. But I do want to give Dimitri Mitchell more game time, possibly next season. Up front, I mean, we've got 6 strikers and we're only playing 1, at most 2 up front. Lots of wingers, lots of midfielders, as I said before. Right back, we've got lots of cover. Centre back, we've got lots of cover. Maybe another goalkeeper. I don't know how long Romero's going to be happy just sitting around on the bench. He's already started to hint that he would like to get a few more games. If we go on information... oh no, they've gone, actually, the negatives. He did have a negative earlier on in the season saying he wanted more first-team football, but what I might do is see if we can send him... I was funding, of course, for Sergio Romero. Can we send... We agree. Excellent. Off you go, Sergio. And then that means, hopefully, we'll be able to give him a new contract as a coach as well. But we'll leave the episode there. So thank you very much for watching, guys. As I said, if you're enjoying the series, please leave a like on it. It does mean more people will find it. I really hope you're enjoying this. And I'm enjoying having the conversation with you in the comments as well. So keep them up. Keep leaving your comments. It's really nice to chat to you guys. But for now, we'll be back for the next game, which will be a Carling Cup final. And I'll see you then. I'm out. Cheers.